I'm gonna teach you how to create this 3D text with reflective blur in After Effects without plugins. You can download the project file in the description down below. Making a new tutorial for each day of the year, day 28 of 365. First of all, press Ctrl K. This will open the composition settings. Go to 3D Renderer and you have to change Classic 3D to Cinema 4D and hit OK. This will allow us to extrude the text and make it 3D, because in the other renderer we cannot do that. So now let's create our text. Let's create 3D text. There you go. Let's center it with Ctrl Home and Ctrl Home. And click here toggle switches if you don't see these icons, and we have to make it 3D. So press here. Go to geometry options and here you will see the extrusion depth. If we rotate our text, you will see that it doesn't have any extrusion. So let's increase the extrusion depth to something like 30 maybe. I'm gonna make the text larger. So go to S for the scale and scale it up and rotate it here with R. So we have the text here. First, let's add a light so we can see the text with a good lighting. Press Ctrl Alt Shift L to create a light, and here you can select a point of light, a spot, it's like a lamp, and parallel, that is a light completely parallel to one point you set. It's like a wall of light. And ambient is like the sky, it illuminates everything. I prefer the point. You can adjust here the color of the light. If your text is completely white, will reflect the colors. My text will turn this same color. You can adjust here the intensity to have a brighter light or a more soft light, and hit OK. There you see my text is now the same color of the light because it's a white text. I'm gonna move this. We can modify our light if we click the layer here and press Ctrl Shift Y. Here we can adjust the intensity. We can add a fall off. This is how much does the light reach, and this is like a feather for the fall off. So I'm just going to leave it like that. Now let's create the floor. So to create the floor, we're gonna make a solid layer. So press Ctrl Y. This will be our floor, and let's make it white so it also reflects the same color of the light. Let's put this behind, make it 3D. Let's rotate the X. So put 90 here and just adjust this. There you go. Adjust it below your text, and now you have to expand this. So open the scale and let's put something like 10,000. There you go. There you can see the light is being reflected in the floor. Okay, I see I have the light very far from the text. I'm gonna make it go closer. If your PC is slow while previewing this, you can enable the draft 3D option. This will make it faster to render, because if we rotate the camera, you can see it takes some time. But if we enable the draft 3D, we can make this in real time. So this is good while you are animating or anything. Then to see the final render, you have to disable this and bring up the resolution. So now let's create a camera so we can adjust the position and anything. Press Ctrl Shift Alt C. I'm gonna make it with low millimeter, like 24. There you go. And now let's position the camera holding Alt. Holding Alt and click, you can move the view of the camera. With Alt and the middle click, you can move the camera, and with the right click, you can zoom in and zoom out. So let's position this. Let's bring the light closer. There you go. And extra detail I'm gonna add to the floor to add some depth sense is add another floor. So let's duplicate with Ctrl D, and I'm gonna add the effect grid to add a grid to the floor. Let's bring this floor one pixel up. So go here to the second number, that's the Y position, and let's bring this up. We have to decrease this by one number. Now let's see the grid. Okay, the grid is too it's too big. So this is because of the scale. So let's scale it down a little bit, like 1000 maybe. And to change the width of our grid, we have to change here the corner point to width slider. So now we can change this width. I think it's still too blurry, so I'm gonna decrease the scale here to 100. And to make it bigger without losing resolution, we have to change the resolution of our solid layer. So press Ctrl Shift Y, lock the aspect ratio and bring it up. Make sure it is a 1:1. It means it's the same pixel in both sides. So let's bring this up like 5000. There we go. And now increase the width. And to see the grid in the areas where the light doesn't reach, go to materials option. Let's call this grid. We have to increase the diffuse here by a little bit. And now you can see it from farther away. Disable the draft 3D for now. To make the floor reflective, we gotta go to the option of the floor and go here to material options and increase the reflection intensity. You don't have to increase it by so much, because if we increase it to 100, it's like a perfect mirror. So let's keep it down to something like 25 or even 20. Yeah, 20 it's good. You can also tweak the options here. You can see what does any single option, like here the sharpness. And we can also make the text to be reflective. So go to material options and increase the reflection intensity to 70. Also, you can tweak and change the geometry options of our 3D text and add a bevel. If we add here, for example, the angular bevel, the edge looks like this. I prefer the convex bevel, it's like a smoother one. And you also have the concave, but I prefer the convex. And let's position the camera again. Here you have your 3D text here. You can animate the camera if you want. Also you can animate the text and add some animation presets. Going here to effect and presets and type 3D. You have some 3D text here to add to your text. And here you see the animations. That's how you create 3D text here in After Effects without using any plugin. You can download this project file if you want. The link is in the description, and I'll see you in the next tutorial. See ya!